everyone, and welcome to this random episode. I feel like it is. This is episode 3 if I put my episode that I finished filming a few days ago before this one, but I feel like this episode's gonna be quite quick just because everything today is just not going right for some reason. I feel like I've tried to do a lot of things today and they're just not working, so I'm going to go through them for you guys and with you guys. First of all, I have been doing my art homework for hours at this point. I've been watching Big Brother though, so that's probably why it's taking me longer, because I'm not great at multitasking. Like, I can do it, sure, but I'm not the quickest at it. I basically just have to, it's very intricate. Even my speech is failing me today. It's very intricate, and essentially what I have done is I've made like letters and I'm making them like stick out of the page. So like imagine the page is on like a flat surface. If you're watching this visually you can see. If you're not, just try and make sense of what I'm saying. So if, let's say, my page is flat like my arm, I want the lettering to rise like a few, maybe like a third of a finger. And basically I've had to do the mechanism? I don't know what it's called, but essentially I've just been folding bits of paper and sticking them together, and yeah, that has been my morning. Also, I almost cried from listening to Mac Miller again, because honestly, he's just an incredible artist. He still is, even though he is dead. And whenever I realise that like he's gone forever, this is quite deep, but like whenever I realise that he's gone and that I am never gonna see him perform, all I can watch of him perform is, you know, like previous shows that he's done, which is so sad. It's generally, it destroys my heart and my soul so bad, so much. And also like Amy Winehouse as well, she's an incredible artist, but no one's going to be able to to watch her perform live ever again, and it's just so depressing. And their work is so incredible, and so I tried to write some lyrics down, which went tragically wrong because I just don't know what to talk about. And so this is like the next bit of my day that's gone wrong. I tried to make a song, or like the start of a song, but I also needed to find a beat for it first. I feel like finding something first, like a beat, is better than starting a song when it's when you're starting the lyrics first. I feel like having a beat, you can kind of make sense of what you're trying to talk about with the vibe of the beat, and then also with the different instruments in them. So that was my thought process when I was trying to make the song. But the issue that I had was, first of all, I needed to go onto the computer in the living room, not on my PC one, because my PC one's a BenQ PC, not PC, but like the top half, like, I don't know. But I need GarageBand, because that's where I make and create some music on GarageBand if I feel like it. I make it in the living room because I have a Mac there. So I tried to do the password. For some reason the password wasn't working, so they timed me up for 3 hours. So then I tried to go back to the artist stuff that I had to do for art, and then the glue wasn't working, so then I had to snip the whole top of the glue, and now I just have loads of glue everywhere, like a dry glue though. I don't know whether the lid was just off it for too long and now it's just kind of deflating into just dry mess. But yeah, that's where like that stuff is going. So yeah, so my question that I wanted to kind of think about, because I have been thinking about it, because today's a Saturday and there was no tennis on today, so I had the whole day just do my own thing, and my room is so messy. You can probably see in the background if you're watching this visually, it's so messy, it's insane. I did not clear up after school yesterday, so I still have everything that I need to, you know, put away and stuff, and I just don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm trying to chill. But I feel like there's so much that I want to accomplish and so much that I want to do with my life and do right now to get to that point, but I just don't know how to get to that point, and I'm kind of just stuck in this like creative, destructive phase where like if I try and do something creative, I'm like, oh no, it's not good enough, because I want everything that I'm doing that's creative to be perfect the first try, and that's just not the way that it's not how creative people should work, you know. It should be about trying to express what you're feeling and thinking, and that can be a first edit of it, but then you can go back and snip it and just do what you like with the edit. Take lots of stuff out, maybe add some stuff in. Like, it should be about building on something that you already started, and if you can't accept what you've started, then there's no point in finishing it, because you're not gonna get, if you can't accept what you have started, or you don't like what you've started, say if you've started a song like I have and crashed out, you're not gonna succeed in that way or manner or whatever. If you need a kit, go ahead. I think it's also because I've been locked out of the computer for 3 hours. I'm so annoyed. Yeah, it's just so annoying. But the one thing that I love doing when I'm really annoyed is just listening to music, but also it makes me very annoyed because it's just so good. Like, the music is so good. If you want to listen to this music that I'm on about, you can go check it out. I'll have it linked below, and it's also linked in my bio anyway, so you know, you can go check that out if you want. And also my podcast, which you're listening to right now. Yeah, I honestly feel a mix of emotions today. I feel like I wanted to get loads of stuff done today. I've just done nothing. I feel like maybe it's because I become overwhelmed fairly quickly, and so I just kind of tend to crash out and just fade into my own back thoughts, if that makes sense. I'm not sure, but someone just put loads of music on in the kitchen, and now you can probably hear it, so I'm sorry about that. And also I'm sorry about this massive stain that I feel like has become even more noticeable because it hasn't had a wash yet, and I'm just so annoyed about it. I feel like I'm just so annoyed about everything. I'm really sorry if this is annoying you. I also think it's because I have mocks coming up and I do not want to do them. If you're not from the UK and you don't know what mocks are, they're basically just the first proper final results for school from tests that you're gonna have to do. But the mocks are basically just a practice of what the real thing's gonna be like. Now, I have a few tests for ADHD and autism coming up in May, so I have to do them. So I'm kind of hoping that I do them before I do the test, so that I kind of know maybe myself more on how to deal with it, because like I did have a dyslexia test that I did like a month ago, I think it was. It went on for ages, but I do have like parts of dyslexia, like the words don't like jumble and mumble up, but it's more like how I comprehend questions and how I understand them. So I can kind of get a bit more like, oh okay, this is what I can do. Well, I don't really know. I haven't really done that yet, but like I was gonna say I could have more of an understanding of like what to do in that situation and stuff. Someone just looked at me straight in the eyes, and it's very terrifying. Also, I do want to say, eye contact with strangers or just people in different classes that you have at school is so awkward. I feel like with students it's worse than teachers. I feel like teachers can kind of brush off the fact that maybe a weird student looked at them just dead in the eyes, but then if another student looks at another student in the eye, it's just a bit awkward, and then they're gonna be like, oh my god, why are you staring at me? I feel like they're much more able to be annoyed. They're much more, they have probably more of a reaction to it. They probably would. So yeah, that's why I don't really like people at school and stuff, because they just have overreacting and what? Bro, let's take a breather. They just have an overreaction to everything, and it's so unnecessary and so unneeded, but then they still do it, and it's annoying like hell. So yeah, but the good thing about today is that I'm having, I was gonna say pizza and then I was gonna say Domino's, but no, I'm having a burger for dinner, which is kind of nice because it's just something nice to have, isn't it? It's kind of like a comfort food in a way. I also kind of like these types of videos. This video might actually come out before the other one because the one that I'm doing now is for The Last of Us season 2 episode 2, but there's just so much to edit and I can't be asked. Oh, and this is another thing as well that I was going to say is, if something's not working out for you now, first off, what my mum always says is nothing ever lasts forever. But then the second thing I was going to say is it might not be the time for you to do it now. You know, you might just need to chill out, otherwise you will crash out like me. And you will be annoyed for yourself for being so angry and for just being annoyed. So I do think that sometimes we just need to chill and just do nothing. And, or if you do want to do something, at least do something productive. But then again, when you start that thing productive and you just can't be asked to do it anymore, then you can crash out and you can feel worse because you haven't even finished the productive thing you were going to do, even if it's like the smallest thing ever, like this title that I've been doing. But at the same time, it's not really a small job because it's so intricate and there's so many tiny details that you have to get correct. And I don't even have that much paper left. Like, all I have is scraps that I've kind of like cut out and stuff. Luckily, I only have one more letter to do and then that's it. That's done. That's fine. So I'll try and get that done, you know, like today. But yeah, my question is kind of like, well, not question, but my statement for today is kind of just like, if something's not going correct or right for you, maybe it's not your time to do it. You know, maybe it's not the right, or just not the right time, and that's okay. And we have to be okay with that because, you know, like in a song by Tears for Fears called Everyone Wants to Rule the World, one of their sayings in that is nothing ever lasts forever, and that's what my mum always says. And so I think we really should stand by that because I think it is very true. And, you know, it's like, it might be a build-up of anger that I haven't learned anything at school, or that I can't learn anything maybe. Because, I don't know, I feel like I just don't understand stuff way easier than other people. And it really annoys me sometimes because I feel like I'm just not worth the GCSE pass. Like, I just can't do it. I can't seem to remember stuff. But for some reason, I remember that Clyde River, I don't remember where it is, but in Clyde River somewhere, it is 3,360 kilometers squared. That's the area of it. So that's something I remember from geography, but I really don't remember anything else. And it's weird, like sometimes I just remember loads of random stuff, but it's not needed. Like, it's not needed in the long run. Like, I can't even tell you what urbanization is. How stupid is that? And it might be because people are literally flinging glue sticks across the back of the classroom, and I can't stop them doing that because the teacher doesn't even give them consequences for it, which is stupid. So it's like, oh, Nuala, should you be doing extra work? And I'm thinking, well, no, because I'm not even going to be, I don't want geography to be in my job. I don't think it will be. I don't think I'm going to be the next David Attenborough. Does it really matter? No. And so it is really just like those things that really annoy me sometimes, because it's like, first off, what are these people doing with their lives? Second off, I struggle to concentrate anyways, and they're just making it worse for me and for themselves as well. Like, it's a double whammy danger zone for your GCSEs. And another thing I've been thinking about is doing more exercise and stuff, especially for like core strength and like maybe getting more like muscle and stuff, even if it's just like a few times each week or something. But sometimes I'm just so tired. I do not have the spare minute almost to actually participate in something that I want to do, which is kind of weird because if I wanted to do something, I would have done it in the first place. So is it just that I don't want to do exercise? I don't know. But then again, I want to be healthy. So it's like, I kind of should do it. And also, if there's a zombie apocalypse, this is the one thing. If there's a zombie apocalypse, I am done for if I don't have core strength, because I will be running away from those zombies. And if I don't have core strength, I can't run. Well, I guess you can if you don't, but it'll be difficult to. I also think I'm really tired today because I did so much exercise. Yesterday I did the 800 meters in PE. I had to run around a track 2 times, and I think my score was like, that guy has some cool shorts on. Sorry, my score for the 800 meters was 4 minutes 45 seconds. I think that's kind of good though, because first off, it's only I know it is only 15 seconds away from 5 minutes, but it's still quite good. So yeah, because I did want to pace myself, and I feel like I did that because I didn't have to stop, and I also kind of tried to sprint a bit. Pardon me, oh my god. I did try to sprint at the end, so, you know, there's always that. But yeah, I don't know, I feel so deflated, and even when, like, I can't even finish my artwork in an hour, it's just annoying because I want to do other stuff with my life, and I don't want this to kind of stop me. And so then I'm like, oh, let's just do everything all at once. It's like that program, Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's actually a very good show, you should go watch it. But yeah, it's kind of like, I don't feel like doing this. Why do I not feel like doing this? When will I feel like doing this? So should I just do it all now? And I think I get kind of overwhelmed, or I just don't know where to begin, and therefore I crash out because it's not the best of my ability. But I feel like if I want to do something at the best of my ability, I feel like, or even just everyone, I feel like we should all just kind of take a step back and see how we're going to tackle this. Because if you don't know which like order or how you're going to tackle something, I feel like it's a fail always. Because for example, in GCSEs there are so many topics, I have no clue what we're doing in science, like I cannot tell you anything, and so there are so many topics that you have to revise, and it's sort of just, it's just insane because there's everything but I know nothing, and it's very soul destroying to see people understand it and then you don't, and it's just, yeah, it's just not very fun. And that's why I don't want to do the revision, because I don't know anything. I don't know where to start because there's so much to it. But all you have to do is just break it down, each category, see what's in that category, what you have to know in that category, and just revise over and over again, do quizzes, do past paper tests. But it's like, do I have that much time for science? Or do I want to be living my life, filming a podcast, maybe going on a hike somewhere, going on a walk? Do I want to bake something instead of revising? Yes, of course I do. And what is revising for my GCSEs actually going to do in the long run? Maybe, yeah, it might get me some jobs that I might be able to do quicker than if I didn't have that great GCSEs, or if I failed everything. But yeah, I sometimes think that it's just so much better to just do what you want to do in your spare time instead of revising. You're going to get more out of life if you do what you want, and you're going to create memories for yourself rather than revising. You know, you're not going to remember revising. So, you know, I also feel like the system of school is absolutely rigged. I hate it so much. I think it's just ridiculous. They need to change and sort stuff out. Even if it's just like creative people understanding what to do, or people who don't understand things as easily, maybe going over it with them, asking them questions. Even just that. Sorry, plant. I keep on knocking my plant. But oh well. So what's maybe my plan for the future right now? I think I'm going to just edit this video and upload it to YouTube because I can and I want to, and this is what I want to do with my life right now. So you go do what you want to do with your life as well, because you only have one life, better not waste it. And that's the end of the podcast. I I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I may be posting another one soon. I'm not too sure because I don't know when I'm going to be productive enough to actually do it. Yeah, try and be creative. Try and influence people in the positive ways that you can. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.